How was your growing up while you were a young girl? Talk to us about when you were young, growing up as a young girl in the village. How was life? When did you go to school? How was that experience up to probably high school level? Just let us know about that experience that you had.
Pastor, my story is long.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. And this is my story. My name is Pastor Ben, and today we are excited to begin a new series called My Story. And I want to really appreciate God so much, even for those who have been joining and subscribing, liking our videos, and more so commenting and more so sharing the content that we've been posting here on Ben Maingi on YouTube and of course on Worshipers Manor. And we are coming to you with another program that I believe is going to be inspiring, motivating. The stories that we are going to carry out on this channel, they are going to be so fun, so great, so inspiring, and of course, touching the lives of many people. So you're most welcome. If it is your first time to be on this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with your friends, and let's all join together as we grow together. My name is Pastor Ben, and I'm hosting you on this program today. And I am so much excited to have the first episode of my story joined by a woman of God, a woman of virtue, a woman of substance, a woman that has touched the lives of many people. And today we want to hear her story, just to know who she is, what she has been able to do, and what God has helped her to do in this life as we celebrate our achievements. And I do believe that our story is going to be an inspiring story. So today, without much ado, I want to invite and to welcome my first guest, Mama Ruth. We call her Mama Ruth, but today we want to know who is Mama Ruth. Mama Ruth, God bless you.
Thank
And
you.
welcome so much to
Thank
my story
Thank you.
edition, because we know that your story is great and it needs to be told.
Thank you.
Karibu sana. And I know that every one of our viewers want to know your story. So let us know, who is this Ruth? Where were you born? And yeah, just introduce yourself to our audience.
Thank you, Pastor. Thank you for this edition. Thank you for Mana. For this is the day the Lord has made. First, I want to appreciate God.
Amen.
For bringing us this far, for giving us this channel in YouTube, Mana. I am Ruth Odwar. I am born in Amagoro, Busia district, Busia county, and I am the ninth in our family. My mama had 12 children.
12 children.
And among the 12, I am the ninth in that family.
Wow. Wow. 12 children.
12.
That lady must have been a very strong one, eh?
Yeah, those days were strong.
Yes.
Although she's not learned,
yes,
she has not ever stepped in school,
absolutely,
but she was able to manage her family, manage her children, and all of them are intact and healthy.
Wow, we thank God so much for that. So, in other words, Ruth, you are a village girl, if I may say that.
Oh yes, I'm a village dweller.
Right. Yes.
I was born in that village.
Yes.
Raised in that village. Learned in that village. Everything that was participated in the village, I am one of them, and I participated it very well.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I want to ask you, Ruth, that you were born in Western Kenya. Is that true?
Yes, I'm born in Western Kenya.
Yes.
Near the border of Uganda and Kenya.
And Kenya. Wow, that's beautiful. So how was your growing up while you are a young girl. Talk to us about when you are young, growing up as a young girl in the village. How was life? When did you go to school? How was that experience up to probably high school level? Just let us know about that experience that you had.
Pastor, my story is long.
Yes.
I grew up
Yes.
in a family of 12, being the ninth in the family, and being young like that, you were tough to do some duty. I mean, coming from a humble background, I had to undergo heavy tasks. First of all, before I enrolled to school, as we have big shambas.
Yes.
And those big shambas, whether you are young or big, you have to be given, mommy gives, mommy makes sure she has given each one of them a portion.
Of what?
To dig.
Yes.
Of tilling them.
Wow.
Tilling the land.
Wow.
So we wake up at 5. Before going to school, wake up at 5. You go, you make sure you go till your 4 lines.
Before you go to
or
school.
5 lines before you go to school. And then coming home, you just the river we were tilling next to the river. When you go after you have done it, the 4 lines umegonga lines ngapi? 5. Unarudi unaenda unadive kwa river. Unaenda kudive kwanza kuosha, washing up the mess.
You clean yourself, yes.
Clean myself.
Yes.
And then after cleaning yourself, you go, no breakfast.
Wow.
Pastor, I don't remember when last you took breakfast. You just clean yourself, get your bag from wherever it is hard, you take off to school.
Wow.
Or if there's food that the remnant of
last night,
yes. You pack it quickly and then you put in the bag, run to school.
Wow.
Now, my schooling was very funny.
Yes.
I never attended to school normally.
Tell us.
I just went following my big brothers and sisters. Now there's one brother that I loved. He's called Michael. He's now a doctor.
Wow.
Dr. Michael Opili. So I used to follow him. He was in standard 5 by then. Maybe I sit beside him.
Yes.
Even when the teacher comes, but that teacher was very patient with me. She didn't want to interfere. She was called Ada. Teacher Ada.
Yes.
She didn't want to interfere with me, with the brother.
Now, was it out of loving your brother, or you wanted just to have company with him? You didn't want him to leave you, or why are you? You've not even started nursery school, but you are going with this guy who is in class 5 or 6. What was it?
There was no nursery school those days.
Okay.
During my days.
Yes.
I followed him because I was scared. I was in a state of fear. I had fear of the big people.
Oh,
I thought maybe they will beat me when my brother leaves me.
Okay.
But all the same, I sat there until one time when he was transiting to standard 6. Is when that madam came to me and talked nicely.
Yes.
And went to the staff room and brought a piece of bread I had never seen with my eyes.
Wow.
When I saw bread, it illuminated me. Now she talked to me, she told me, I want to take you where you belong.
Wow.
That's what it cost me now with a piece of bread to go where I belong.
Wow, that's beautiful. Fantastic. We are listening to the story of Ruth, born in Western Kenya. And she's telling us about her story. Remember, if you're watching this for the first time, this is my story running on Worshipers Manna and at the same time on my YouTube channel, Ben Maingi. And I want to invite you and welcome you even as we continue with this story, because this is amazing and this is inspiring, because I know every story has to be told. And today we are listening to the story of Ruth. So Ruth, here you are now. Of course, you've gone to class 1, I guess, and then all the way to class 7.
Class 7.
How was that period? How did you do? What was your best subject?
Oh, my best subjects were history.
History, yes.
And geography. I loved them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Arts.
Yeah, arts.
Wow. Wow, that's beautiful.
No, my story through that schooling.
Yes.
Back to standard 1. Standard 1 again, as
Yes.
I began, we had, it was a must, we have to go to till the land. In the morning, wake up at 5. And do you know, home, waking up, it is, you are not being talked nicely.
Yeah.
Mama just slaps you.
Wake up.
You wake up,
Yes.
quickly go. And you know, with your sack, I slept in all my life. Mama had sacks for all of us.
As mattresses.
Sacks as a mattress.
Yes.
Sacks as a blanket. They are sacks. All of us. My mama had 12 sacks.
Wow.
For 12 children.
Yes, yes.
If you happen to urinate in your sack, you make sure you are alone. Early in the morning, you wake up and you put it where, you hide it where it's supposed to be hidden.
Wow.
To make it dry. So I went to school from standard 1, standard 2, standard 3, standard 5. Life became unbearable. You see, Mama, no job, nothing, neglected by the father. He did not want to see us. Mama had to donate me. Donating me to the house help.
At what class now?
Standard 5.
So that means you're leaving the class?
House help in the village.
Wow.
And I went to take care of a 6-month-old child. The mother of that child joined a teacher's college. So that man came and requested Mama if I can go and help him take care of that baby.
So now, Ruth, does this mean that then you're going to leave school, or you're going to be doing this at the same time going to school?
Wait, just listen.
Yes.
I went to do that work not because of money.
Okay.
Because of something good and a good place to sleep. And of course, having clothes to put on.
I get it. I get it.
I went there. It was near the school. So from there, I went there. He enrolled me. You know, he was a teacher there.
Yeah.
He enrolled me. And then when he came, he told me, you are taking this child. At the same time, you'll be attending classes.
Okay.
When the child sleeps,
yes.
First of all, in the morning at around 3, he wakes me up. You know, there are jerrycans there, 20 liters jerrycans, 40 of them, going by between the rocks.
Yes.
You see those springs between the rocks.
Yes.
I wake up at 3. I make sure I fetch all those jerrycans. By the time it is 4:30
in the morning,
I've brought all the jerrycans in the house. Wow. That is it.
Wow.
After fetching that water, the 40 of them.
Yes.
That's why, imagine, Pastor, now I cannot do anything of my own because my spinal, it injured me. My spinal cord is not like a normal human being. It is carved.
Because of the hard work.
I attend medication. There's nothing I can do now. Somebody has to do the washing for me now, has to do the clean, everything. I can't bed. I have now, I'm sleeping on a special mattress, orthopedic mattress because of this bucket.
Wow.
Because I did somebody's work.
Now, Ruth, here we are. You've done all that through the hardship, and then you find yourself now clearing primary school. Then how was the transition now from primary school to secondary school?
From now in standard 5, taking care of that child, I make sure I do all the household work.
Yes.
Make sure I make porridge, food for that child. And then because the classes were near that house, a grass-type house for the teachers, teachers' quarters.
Yes.
My 1 year, One of my ear is listening to the lesson. Another one is listening to the child. If that child, I hear the child cries,
you have to run.
I just ask, excuse myself, go to attend to that child.
So now, with all these predicaments and the challenges, how did you perform at the last examination in primary school?
I went through.
Yes.
Of course, I divorced him.
Yes.
It was so terrible.
Yes.
So terrible when the wife comes from college. Now the torture begins. I had to abandon the baby had grown 1 year plus. I went back to my mama's house.
Yes.
Back to that the situation we are in. But I rather stay there than going against that teacher.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I continued my schooling at a place called, now enrolled again at a school called Amagoro.
Yes.
Just next there. One time you go with me when you go for a crusade.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I went there. I did my standard 7, and I performed.
Yes. Yes.
I performed well.
Yes.
And then from there, I was enrolled in Form 1 in a school called Kolanya Girls.
Kolanya Girls is a popular school. Yes.
Kolanya Girls is a popular school. Right now, it is a national school. Kolanya Girls, I went to Form 1 with a borrowed shoe, oversized shoe. Hey.
Yes. No shopping.
No shopping. No shopping. A borrowed box.
Yes. The metal one.
The metal big one. With everything was borrowed.
Wow.
Reaching to school, first time, I don't even remember who paid my school fees. I don't think even if they were paid. Went there, now second, third term. People were being chased from school. But me, with the hide and seek. And I was spared. But third term, the principal caught up with me.
Yes. Yes.
I found myself, I was chased.
Yes.
Go look for school fees, or else you want to sit for an exam and you want to transit to Form 2. I went and I came home. I took my things. I was going to pack. I packed my things, and the head teacher with their van, they escorted me up to my village. I stayed there.
Wow.
And then in the process of staying at home and knowing sicknesses struck, a sickness that attacked me from the waist up to the knees. I could not help myself. There was helpless. I was brought here to Kenyatta. Kenyatta people stayed for 1 month. I was told again to go home. They can't see no sickness. Let her go home, maybe. Let her be monitored at home at their district hospital. I was taken there. I stayed there, pastor, for 3 months until I became a baby of the ward. I am the one, when the sick children come, it's me to do orientation for them. Tell them where they are supposed to go and where they are not supposed to go, the boundaries. From there, one day, one time, after 3 months, something just came to me. Wake up. It was around 5. Today you are leaving this place. Imagine I found myself packing. Because I was known by the watchman, I took my luggage. That time I just passed through the gate without problem.
And now, this time that you are leaving, are you already healed or are you discharged?
No, I was not.
Nobody has discharged.
I discharged myself.
Yes.
Because I was tired. Something was pushing me, go. I went.
Yes.
Reaching to the stage.
Yes.
I had nothing, no coin, nothing. I jumped in a matatu that was there, the earliest matatu. I sat. And then the conductors came saying, I need pay for this, pay for your, I want your fare. Somebody at the corner said, don't pay. It's me who's responsible for that time.
Wow.
Somebody I don't know, I've never seen up to now. I can't connect. Who did that for me? When I reached where I'm supposed to alight, I looked there. That man was not there. I looked around. Nobody's there except just other different people.
Must have been an angel.
I suppose. Wow. I thought so.
Now, Mom Ruth, hold on to that thought, because we want to find out now from there what happened. And viewers who are watching right now, this is my story happening here on Worshipers Man and of course on YouTube. And we are excited because the story of Ruth is coming up, turning out to be a story of miracles after miracles. And I want you to stay tuned as we continue with this story. Call all your friends. Let's listen more to after this angelic visitation of paying the fare. Then what happened after that? So stay tuned. I'm coming back right away. Welcome back to my story happening here on Worshipers Manor and of course on YouTube. And I do believe that the story of Ruth, our first guest actually, is an inspiration to you. Just to let you know that, people have come from far, We normally say it just like a sarcastical issue, but it's a reality. Sometimes when you look back to the people that you never thought how far they've come, you can hear their stories and you will be amazed. And today we have such a story of Ruth all the way from Western Kenya, and our story is amazing. So now, welcome back, Ruth.
Thank you.
So now here you are. You've left the hospital miraculously. Somebody has paid your ticket, or rather your transport, and then obviously it happens that you don't know this person and you can't trace this person. That must have been an angelic visitation. So now, how was your reception in when you went back home?
It was very bad.
Yes.
My father told me, "You have come here to disturb us. With this sickness again, you want us now to have sleepless nights." I never answered them. I just packed my big box again. Everything packing quiet. At 5 before they woke up, I was already gone. On foot. A long journey.
Yes.
I left at 5 home.
Yes.
Reaching school at 8 in the night.
In the
evening.
Yes.
Reaching there, the head teacher spotted me at the gate. She was very excited, calling the girls, "Come, Ruth has come.
Yes.
Come and help her, please run for her." They came, took the box. She took me to her house.
Yes.
She made her. She gave me water. I washed my feet.
Yes.
They were very dusty. Gave me meals, and then after eating the meals, she asked the girls again. She told me, "Ruth, there's a convention in the high school." That is Kolanya boys.
Yes.
After eating together with her, the deputies, they were finished from Finland. We all walked to the boys' school.
Okay, for the conference. Yes.
When we entered there, the preacher was on, and then after preaching, the preacher said, "If you have a problem,
yes,
if you are sick, if you have a domestic problem, please can you jump in front?"
Altar call.
I was the first one.
Wow.
Pastor.
Yes.
I surrendered myself. They prayed for me.
Yes.
Imagine God, when God says yes.
Nobody can
when
say no.
God is pushing you, please obey. And obey what He's doing. Although it is a small, still voice. Pushed me from the hospital home to school.
Yes.
I didn't know that is where I was to receive my double miracle.
Absolutely.
Prayed for me. Prayed for it just led me to salvation.
Yes.
After leading me to salvation, imagine I received the healing instantly.
Praise God.
I had something very hot leaving my waist up to here, and then something cold replaced it. I started jumping. I'm healed.
Wow.
The preacher wondered.
Yes.
What were you suffering? I narrated my story.
Yes.
They told me to do some press-ups. What I could not do, I had to do that time because God lifted everything. Every chain was broken.
Wow, that's
that
beautiful.
day.
Great.
After that, going back to school, in the morning, the head teacher asked me, called me to her house, took a passport. You imagine I had no sky drove because of school fees.
Yes.
Took a passport. After taking my passport, the next month when people were being chased again,
yes,
I was not chased.
Wow.
She called me, she said, Ruth, you have got a family now in Finland who's paying your school fees, who's going to be taking care of you.
Whoa.
That is what happened.
Amazingly.
That family, I have not seen them up to now. Took care of me.
Your school fees.
My school fees, any other thing when they are being people are being visited,
yes,
my cake, my goodies, my candies,
they are there.
Are brought by the plane.
Wow.
Ninaitiwa tu kifurushi wrapped nicely, special from
absolutely
Finland.
That's
so
amazing.
I went to schooling. Reached Form 4. I passed. I came now to Nairobi for the first time in the city.
Yes.
And then someone, a neighbor came with a newspaper. We were staying in Committee Prison. There's an advertisement of a National Youth Service.
Wow.
I quickly, I was told, now can you go and try, it is running.
Yes, yes.
If you become bibi yako ndio itakupeleka hiyo wapi hiyo college.
Yes.
I took off and I emerged number 2.
Now wait Ruth, this is the girl who was already sick, bedridden,
could not do anything,
and I can assume the way it is so hard with the NYS, the training there is so hard.
NYS I was enrolled,
yes,
and I took 1 full year doing the fatigue, doing the exercise, going to the going climbing the mountain. There's this mountain called Kyoko.
Yes.
It is terrible.
Right.
You run going to Elementator with you put on the boots.
Yes.
Those boots.
Yes.
A sweater, a trouser. You tuck it in. You are told to run to Elementator. You go and fetch water with your hand.
To bring it. Bring
it to the officer in the camp. I did all that. God was so gracious. I did all that, and I might, and it is there that I was. First of all, I was appointed to be. They wanted me to be an officer in that camp, a uniformed officer. I refused. I joined now the profession I am in now.
Yes,
is called early childhood education or development.
So that's the course that you are doing.
My profession.
And that's what you are doing
that is my life
NYS. Okay.
Dealing with small children.
All right. Okay.
Now from there, I went and enrolled. Yes. And then we finished the course. Took 2 years.
Yes.
And then I was posted in the barracks. Which barracks is this? Gilgil barracks.
Gilgil. Okay. Okay.
I said no. I'm not going to remain here. I don't want to stay with uniform. I don't want to be a slave of uniform again. And then again, the NYS wanted me to be an officer, but I went to the adjutant and told him, no, I'm not going to be employed here. I'm bringing a friend of mine. Employ her instead of me. Okay. I went with her.
Okay.
She was absorbed. She was absorbed in that position. And me, I cleared and I came back.
You came back to Nairobi.
And before clearing, something happened.
Yes. Tell us.
There are people, we were two sharing the same name. And one of my colleagues from the same place again, she asked for permission and she deserted the course. She went.
Oh.
Instead of them scrapping her from the system,
yes,
they scrapped me.
Okay.
So I missed the 120, the allowance, the soap, the uniform, all everything that was to benefit me.
You didn't receive.
I didn't receive for 6 months.
Wow.
And this girl that I proposed to go and work here on my and be employed on my behalf told me, there's somebody I know in this camp. And this man is from the headquarters. And he's called Jojo.
Jojo. Jojo.
Said,
Yes.
You see, we are not supposed to talk to
seniors.
People, seniors, and they are working here. Sema, come. He's he fellowships with us.
Yes.
He's in the CU. Have you not seen? I told her I've never seen it because I have no interest. She took me. She was heading going ahead of me now. She was wanting to. She wanted to ensure I've gotten all what I missed. She's the one who went introduced. He knew the man the officer knew her. She was called Eunice. Eunice, what have you come here today? Eunice said, I've come here. I have a friend of mine here. She is ABCD.
Yes.
Please help her.
Yes.
That man, he said, give me her number.
Yeah.
She came back. I gave the number.
Yeah.
And then after that, after 1 week, I got all what I wanted.
Everything was restored.
Everything was restored.
Wow, that's amazing. That's an amazing story, Ruth, even as we continue. Yes, even as we continue, now you're restored, everything has been restored. Now, then from there, how did you get now maybe to be employed and at the same time, I know that you're a mama, you're a wife, a pastor's wife. Then how was that transition now between getting your career and getting to family? Tell us about that.
Yeah, now the same man who helped me
yes.
is the same man who now fell with me. Who now saw no, I've found a girl.
Yes.
This is the girl, I'll live with her.
Yes.
And that is the man now, he's Elijah, Pastor Elijah,
yes.
whom I'm married to.
Yes.
Up to now,
yes.
we have 2 children. Coming to Nairobi, again I applied, somebody brought a newspaper.
Yes.
I applied for a job with the county. I took that, I applied it, and then again after applying, people came looking for me where I'm staying because I'm a trained girl now, professionally trained for the children.
Yes.
I went to Marion, they employed me for 700 shillings. Meanwhile, I'm waiting for that replies of that application.
Oh, okay, I get it. Yes.
Yes, I got the reply. When I was working there, I worked there for 6 months. When the reply came, I got it, but how can I go? Those are the people I don't know. That is the time I realized the owner of Marion was a mayor in Nairobi.
Oh, okay.
I told the manager, tomorrow, please excuse me, I'm going to Kenyatta for appointment.
Okay.
They excused me when I reached now the county headquarters.
Yes.
We were kept in some hall. When I entered, everybody, I found all my colleagues there in Marion.
What are they doing now there?
Because the mayor was their relative,
yes.
All of them, because that was an opportunity, all of them.
Oh, they are coming for the interview.
They made sure they are among them. He made sure all of them are there.
I get it.
I didn't know. Now reaching there, one of the sisters came to ask me, who brought you here?
Yes.
You have any godfather? Who brought you here? Do you have any godfather? I told her, no, yes. I don't have a godfather, but I have a God that reigneth in heaven.
Amen.
That is my godfather.
Wow.
She kept that and went. Now going to the panel.
Yes.
Who did I get there? That man.
Wow. Your boss.
My boss. And nilikuwa nimewadanganya. I have appointment. When he saw me, he just stood and left.
He could not believe.
He couldn't believe this person here. He stood and left other people. I gave out my document. They just started laughing. I don't know what caused them to laugh, and I believe it is God.
Yeah.
When God says yes, nobody can say no.
Favor.
Yes, favor from God.
Wow.
And then they just gave me to march. That is how I passed my interview.
That was your interview?
That was my interview, marching, and I did it well.
How do they tell somebody who is coming from NYS to march? Because that will be a direct yes.
They saw my document, my calling, my living certificate.
Yes.
Now I think that one excited them. I marched, and that was it. And then I was posted again where I was staying. From there, I went to diploma. Finished 2 years in diploma. That is 208 to 209. I passed, and then immediately in 209 I enrolled for my first degree.
Wow.
I finished from 209 up to 2013. I graduated.
Yes.
And then again I couldn't rest. I said I must, because I didn't achieve down there well.
Yes.
I must attain what I desire.
Absolutely.
What I want. And then I enrolled. I finished coming out to 2013. I enrolled for masters in Masai Mara.
Yes.
I started from 2016.
Yes.
Up to the other day.
Yes.
On 8th December 2003.
Yes.
2023. Sorry. I graduated, Pastor.
Wow. Absolutely.
And
yes.
I'm not resting
You're
there.
not resting.
If I get somebody who will sponsor me, if I get a scholarship or a sponsorship.
Yes.
I am now 54 years.
Yes.
I want by the time I reach my retirement 60.
Yes.
I want to ensure I have a doctorate.
Wow.
If I
That's
will
amazing.
get a sponsorship.
That's amazing.
So
yes.
That is what God has done to me.
Right.
Those are my achievements.
Yes.
You start from there.
Yes.
And I tend to think, believe that when you start in a humble place, humble background, God will uplift you from grace to grace.
From grace to grace.
From sleeping in a sack to a permanent house now.
Yes.
To an owner's occupier.
Yes.
That is God, Pastor.
Absolutely.
I give him all the glory for what he has done for me and my children and my family.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Wow. The story of Ruth sounds like the story of the Ruth of the Bible, and this is amazing story, from grace to grace, as she has put it. And I trust that this story has spoken to somebody out there, and that you can, even if today you are sleeping on sacks, tomorrow the story is gonna be different. The only thing that you need to do, it is to be consistent, to trust in God, and to believe that your tomorrow is going to be great. And we are looking forward to see what God is going to do in the life of Ruth. I believe in a few months, if not a year or so, if God does a miracle, we'll be calling you Dr. Ruth.
Amen.
This is amazing, and it's awesome. Thank you so much for those who are watching us wherever you are. This is our first edition of My Story. And my name is Pastor Ben, hosting you. And these and many other stories are coming your way. So stay tuned. If it is your first time to watch us on either YouTube or on this program, Worshipers Manna, I want to encourage you, kindly follow the page, like the page, share it with your friends. Be social with us also on YouTube, and make sure that you subscribe. Hit the notification bell, so that when we come back with some more stuff that actually I'm promising is on the way, you will get the notification. And we are here to inspire one another. I like stories, and we have to tell our own stories. I want to tell every kind of story, every story that is going to be inspiring, stories that are going to be motivating, stories that some of us have not heard. Because I'm telling you, outside there is a lot of stories that we need to tell. And especially us here in Africa, we must tell our own stories the way we want it and the way it happened, because we are real and because this is what God has helped us to do. Ruth, God bless you.
God bless Pastor.
Thank you for that inspiring story.
Thank you.
And now I know that a girl can come from nowhere, sleeping on sacks,
Yes.
into a permanent house in Nairobi.
Yes.
And also more so, sleeping in whatever room you want. You choose where you want to sleep.
I can change the mattress where I want.
It's because of God.
Jesus has done it.
If it were not of God,
I'll be dead meat. Dead meat.
We can say that again. Yes. And for sure we can say that again because God has done it and God will continue to do it. My name is Pastor Ben. This has been my story, the first edition. And even as we wind up this program, I know that you've been inspired. Kindly give us a comment. Let us know where you're watching us from. And let us know also what kind of stories you would want us to tell on this channel and on this program. And we shall be glad by the grace of God to do this. Otherwise, the Lord bless you. Until I see you on the next video, stay blessed, stay inspired, and the Lord bless you. Ulisema